So I kept telling myself I wasn't gonna upload any more matches, but as you can see, this will be the final match. I fought his boyfriend or brother previously, and of course he starts the match with the running STO, but then the evasive roll, it just kind of cracked me up. As you saw, he was kind of trying to roll away. You know, it kind of cracks me up. There's a voice message at the end of this match that I think is hilarious, and there's some parts in here that get fast forwarded, but regardless of how the match ended, this is kind of like a poll of, who dominated who, or, did, his name is Breedscorpio, did Breedscorpio spam? That's the question here, and really hoping to get a good answer out of everybody who watches. But I don't know, his boyfriend or brother or something was Chain Gang 673. Now, a lot of people say that they're beast because they can kick out extremely fast. That doesn't make you a beast. And just because you can continuously do the STO, the Goldberg spear, and the standing moonsault splash, that doesn't make you a beast either. You gotta be able to mix it up some. And note, my guy was a 92 overall. His was 100. My durability was at, I think, 90 or 95. His is at 100 or 99, I mean. As you see, that's like the several thousandth time in the match now that, as you're watching, you see that he keeps doing the same things here. And if anything, to be truly beast, as he put it, you got to be able to mix it up and vary with your playing style. And as he gets desperate for the win, he starts trying to, do awkward pins, trying to pin me constantly. But I can work on every body part because that's just what I do. And of course, he says that he didn't have a turbo controller and wasn't using an object. And he makes a comment in the voice. Well, I'll save that for the end because it's too funny to say it myself. But I just want to, like I said, this is going to be the last match here that I'm going to upload until 2011 comes out. And so far, what I'm seeing is getting dominated by me, by my 92. He's been getting his ass handed to him. That's what it looks like to me. I mean, various moves, working on all the body parts. Not just head hunting on the body and the head, which is what most of these young children, or these young players I should say, on SmackDown do. A lot of them head hunt. I mean, as you see, I'm already to the point where I could use my kip up because I'm hurting. And I just see he kind of moves around a little bit, so I can't grapple him or whatever because he thinks it makes him beast or cool or whatever. Of course, the Goldberg spear connects again. His brother Chain Gang, in our match, I didn't record it, but oh wait, yes I did record it, but I didn't upload it. But Chain Gang 673, he had a Sheamus guy that didn't look nothing like Sheamus. He was one of the ugliest Sheamuses I've ever seen, almost as ugly as this guy. And I've seen some pretty ugly creative superstars, coming on 2010, but this guy was just ugly. But anyways, his Sheamus had, the head put, fan favorite, whatever, and the STO, of course. But it's funny that you kids online think that by having the STO and the striking spear, the Goldberg spear, and the shuffle slide kick and the evasive roll, fan favorite, hardcore resurrection, and all that stupid shit, you think it's, you think it makes you so skilled at the game, but in reality, it just, people say I'm garbage because I beat them and then I make fun of them for it, for their shortcomings, but that's not my fault. Like this lunatic L2K guy that I fought right before I fought these two, he was pissing and moaning because I beat him by count out and ranked. Well, tough shit. It happens. But when I'm fighting somebody that's spamming the evasive roll, that kind of gets on my nerves. I mean, seriously, how many times are you gonna run away from your attacker? I mean, as you can see, he's clearly being dominated. But like I said, it is up to everybody who watches this to decide if he spammed or if he truly is beast, as he said he was. Now, granted, I was hurting. You know, I do have, like I said, I did have a 92, and I was hurting. But doesn't mean I, gave up. I mean, as you see, he stands here and then he does the STO or the Goldberg spear, and then he does the standing moonsault splash again. But he attempted it, but I countered. Then he tries to roll away, and I caught him. And he evasive rolled there, and then into the Goldberg spear again. That right there, what he's doing is head hunting. That is what you little kids do when you think you're, I don't know, super cool or something. When ideally, you guys are the one that's the garbage. I mean, I keep watching this, and yes, I know that this is a glitch right here, but when you're going to sit there and evasive roll the entire match and use the exact same 3 moves repeatedly, like a little punk, then yeah, I'm going to keep doing that to you every chance I get, because if you play like a bitch, you're going to get treated like a bitch. It's just the way it is. And, okay, so he has a 4-move repertoire here, which, I guess is kind of good for him or whatever. I like how he did the whole, I'm going to walk around a bunch of times, try to throw you off balance. I guess that's his technique, and he thinks that he's beast or whatever. He says, some of the messages he sent me, he was like, oh, I'm a god, I eat punk asses like you for, whatever. He says he eats me for breakfast. I hope he doesn't eat me for breakfast, because I have to go to work tomorrow, so. But, as you see, by now he should be hurting, which he's not. And then he tries to evasive roll, but I'm smart and savvy like that, so I got my grapple off on him. And then he gets up. All of a sudden, he starts getting up really fast, and then he'll start getting up really slow, which I thought was kind of funny. But as you can, it looks plain as day to me. And I'm pretty sure that anybody watches this, but anybody who watches it, they're going to see that this guy was getting his ass spanked around the ring. I ran once so far in this match, one time. It's just not my style. I don't run around like a little sissy, like so many of you kids online do. You just run around, and you think that it makes you so cool. And see, look at that. Can't touch this, And just like that, my back of my hand right across the chest. Right across the chesticles. And look at that. Flipping him off. That's the second time I ran right there. Just because he was starting to get on my nerves with, the evasive roll and everything. And I don't like being mean to these young children. I really don't. But I do this. I upload these videos of these kids playing like complete dumbasses, not just to make fun of them, and not just to expose them, but for those of you that don't play like this, that don't play like a complete jackass all the time. And I had to fast forward some of it to keep it in time constraints. There's just a lot more of the same here, and kind of, switched around a little bit, dominating him, beating up on him. And then, as I was saying though, these videos are not for me. They're not just for my personal enjoyment. They are for people that don't play like this. This way they know they don't have to fight these guys. They see them in their game, just kick them out. It's easy as that. Look at that. See, yes, I do have a signature that is a submission, but it just doesn't. I have submissions off. So as you see, he kept trying to pin me there, and just like that, now the match, is back in my favor. And at this point, we're at about, I want to say, the 10-minute mark in the match, somewhere in there. Yeah, because that's where I did the drop kick to the groin. And I couldn't bust him open because I had a feeling in my gut that he had hardcore resurrection, and I just know he did. And when you're fighting somebody that's got a basic roll, you got to play smarter than them. So literally, if you kind of have to stalk them, walk around them as they're on the ground just to get your move off when they get up. Otherwise, they're just gonna roll away, like a piece of trash. But as you see, I continue to work on all parts of the body, because that's just what I do. And I did have the dirty pen, and he was still kicking out, you know, around 1 and early 2 with even with the dirty pin, which, you know, the glitch that exists in the dirty pin. You know, I know about it. I'm sure a lot of you know about it, but it's just one of them things. You know, and I ideally I probably should have just did my signature, but I didn't. My signature was a front signature. I didn't have a back signature. I was setting him up for a different move, but as you see, he goes for another pin here. And now that is a natural kick out. I don't care what anybody says. That is a completely natural kick out. That is about as natural as a kick out's ever going to get. And of course, now we're back to the spear spamming and the moonsault splash here. And, you know, it's just, when I'm fighting somebody, and like I said before, when they keep doing that type of thing, it just gets really, really annoying. And this is where he runs and does the STO to me, and then the backflips, or no, yeah, the backflip splash, and then he tries, I believe he tries to pin me again. Oh no, this is where he hits his signature, that's right. So he does that arm signature, and when he put this in me, I was like, you know, what is this? I was thinking to myself, what is this kid trying to prove here? I mean, submissions are off, he ain't gonna make me tap out. And of course he releases because he sees that I'm about to get out. And I could have used my kip up. I could have, but I just don't, you know. And the no toe kick before a finisher, you know, that's pretty newbie there. That's a big new peeve right there. And he tries to pin me, you know, with the cocky pin. And, you know, I kick out again. And he runs at me, of course. Of course he runs at me. Why wouldn't he run at me, right? That's probably what everybody's thinking. Why wouldn't he run at you, diehard? You know, and so then I whip him to the corner. I sucked him back into the power slam. Yeah, I did the full back on him. And then this is where I dirty pin him. Now look at, now that is not a natural kick out. Okay, I don't care what anybody says. That wasn't a natural kick out. I could tell the difference between a natural and an unnatural kick out. And the way that that kicked out was not natural. Now, I noticed he didn't have springboard in this match, which was kind of unique. I'm surprised he didn't have the headbutt. He probably had it somewhere in there. Maybe he didn't. But his brother said that the headbutt, completely fair move, whatever, you know. And so I'm trying to, right now I was trying to work on his head, trying to work him down a little bit, you know, because I could have kept the match going, but sometimes it just ain't even worth it, you know, when you're fighting somebody like this. Especially when they're this desperate to try to win, that they have to use the evasive roll and the Goldberg spear and the STO and, you know, stupid moves like that. It's just moves like those, they make me laugh. They really do. And we're nearing the end here. But you get to hear the part where he sends his voice message. So see, I picked him up. I hit him with my clothesline. Okay, so that was like the third time I ran in the match. Now what I should have done, I should have just went for the pin right away. It wasn't on this finisher, it was on the next one. But I should have just went for the pin right away instead of kind of walking up to him. And as you see, you know, I'm going for the dirty pin here. So now see, look, 1, 2. That was a completely unnatural kick out. And then I ran, or no, I didn't run at him. I hit him with the back elbow. That's right. And I whipped him back into the ropes and sucked him back into a power slam. You know, and so then I start working on his arms again, because that's just what I do. It's in my nature. It's just, I do what I do. And I make it look good when I do it. I mean, how long did it take him to make his guy, what, 10 minutes? Maybe? I mean, it took me quite a while to make this guy. This guy isn't even finished. But sad thing is, he's already at 64 layers, so I can't really finish him anymore. I, you know, kick to the leg there, and look at this, tell him thinking ahead. And, you know, just like that, boom, clothesline from hell. What I should have done, I didn't toe kick him. Told him I was thinking, and then, you know, spinning reverse STO, I should have just pinned him. I should have went for the pin instead of doing the taunt, but I did the taunt instead. And that's where I used kip up. And of course, the evasive rolled out of the way, hit me with the Goldberg spear, and then he picks me up, does his finisher. Again, the no-toe kick finisher, which is extremely newbie. Now, this is where the voice message is. Listen.
Dude, you must love Chris Jericho or something, because you say Junior with every single thing you say to me, dude. That's just retarded. And I do not spam. I'm just way better than you. You're just suck and are pathetic, dude.
So you tell me, guys. Is he a beast or is he just a noob?